Alright guys, we're underway here at Bulldog Stadium, U17. Windy day, trying to keep out of the wind as much as possible while trying to get a signal that's worthy of broadcasting. Looks like we're really struggling to maintain a non-buffered signal. I am recording this to video, so hopefully we can load it up later if the stream isn't able to be viewed. Bulldogs are on the field waiting on Midwest United, or Midwest Select I should say, to take the field. Alright, we're ready to start here. 35 minutes on the clock. Bulldogs play it back to Wilkerson. Stolen by Midwest. Calc over on the right side. Pressures the ball. Select Midwest drops to the back line. Calc makes the strong run and tries to pass it through. Nobody's there. It's cleared away by Midwest. Throwing down the line. Calc's looking like the fastest guy on the field right now. Ball sent all the way across the box and out the end line. It'll be a goal kick. Goal kick for Midwest. All right, ball sent to the middle. Schumacher challenges. United with a good, or Midwest with a good turn. Falk's back there to play the ball. Sends it out for McGuire. Perkins gets a touch to Aiden. Midwest working the ball back to the middle of the field. Schumacher comes in to pressure ball, and Midwest will play it all the way back to the goalie. Teeter chases, sent back to the middle for Aiden to steal. Over to McGuire. McGuire and deflected away. It will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Wilkerson comes up to receive it. Over to Schumacher in the middle. Schumacher plays it back. Crosses over. One touch by Lewis. Back to Hunter Falcon. Back to Schumacher. Schumacher pokes it ahead to Calc running the line. Calc out on the run. Gets to the corner. To the top for Teeter for the shot on goal. And nice play there by the Bulldogs. Doesn't end in a score, but nice sequence nonetheless. Back to the middle. Schumacher heads it down. Pops it up for Calc. Calc controls it. Gets to the edge. But can't keep it in play. And that will result in a goal kick for Midwest. Ball sent to the middle. Wilkerson's there to steal. Wilkerson back on the ball, sends it over to Lewis, who pops it into Kauk. Kauk tries to leave it for Lewis on the overlap. Stolen away by Midwest. Lewis is there to challenge and deflects it away. Throw in for Midwest Select. Ball sent down the left side. Lewis is there to receive it, drops it to Falcon. Hunter plays it up to Schumacher. Schumacher tries to turn. Fight for the ball, United steals. Falcon defending. Midwest gets the corner. Falcon's still there, holds on. And Wilkerson comes in and clears. That'll be a corner kick for Midwest. Left-footed kick sent to the far side. McGuire is able to head it away. Number 12 from Midwest gets it back into the box. And Blake Miller is there for the save. Punt back to the middle of the field. Perkins on the left side. He leaves it for McGuire. McGuire tries to send it back to the middle. Aiden gets the steal and sends it down the line for Perkins, but too hard and out the end line. Goal kick for Midwest. Midwest back to the middle of the field. Aiden steps up to get the steal. Sends it across the field. Midwest first to it. Kauk does a good job stealing the ball and settling it. Sends it wide for Lewis. Stolen away by Midwest down the line. Kauk's the first to it. Out of bounds, throwing for the Bulldogs. Good throw in down the line. Midwest is the first to get to it. Schumacher pressuring the ball. Out of bounds, throwing for the Bulldogs. Lewis throws it down the line to Teeter. Deflected away before it could get to him by Midwest. Another throw in for the Bulldogs as they march down the line. Throw into Kauk. Kauk controls and turns, sends it across to the top of the box to Perkins. It's loose for McGuire. McGuire tries with his left. Teeter comes in on the run. And may have been too tight on that angle to see the action. Resulting in a goal kick for Midwest. Good opportunity there for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs doing a good job of keeping the pressure on this side of the field. Stolen away by Perkins. Slide tackle. Let's see if I got that on replay or not. Yeah, looks like it was clean. Okay, back to action. McGuire with the ball, looking ahead. Sends it through to Perkins, but Perkins wasn't there for the run. And goalie collects, sends it to the middle. Schumacher tries to touch it with his foot, but his backhand catches the ball, and that is a handball. Quick restart by Midwest. Falcons back to defend. Stolen away by Wilkerson, tries to carry it wide. and ends up on the track. Out of bounds. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Free kick. Oh, yeah, free kick is the call. So McGuire sets it in the middle of the Falk. Falk sends it wide to Lewis. Lewis one touches back to Falk. Falk has some time. Sends it down the line to Kauk with a clever turn. Kauk chases down the line but can't control it out of bounds. And throwing for Midwest. Schumacher challenges on ball. Knocked out of bounds, throwing for the Bulldogs. Subs coming in the game for, let's see who's coming in. Falk is subbing off as Josh Brown is coming in the game. Throwing down the line to Teeter. Can't get to it. End line. And goal kick for Midwest. 10 minutes gone here in the first half. No score yet. Bulldogs dominating possession. Steal by Kauk and left-footed shot on goal. Saved by Midwest. Sent back to the middle. Wilkerson drops to Josh Brown. Josh plays it back to Blake. Miller in the goal. To Falcon. Hunter Falcon turns and gives it to Aiden. Aiden up to Wilkerson. And the foul is called on the challenge. As Wilkerson gets it and turns, and heavy challenge. All right, restart. Free kick got deflected, and Midwest has the ball in the middle of the field. Brown steps up and makes the steal. Sends it wide to Perkins. Perkins receives and turns, gets the position. Stolen away by Midwest. Schumacher comes in to challenge the ball. Sent through into possession. And they send it all the way into the box. Miller is there and is able to keep it in to pick it up. Quick outlet to McGuire. McGuire carrying down the left side. To the middle to Aiden. Stolen away by Midwest. Passed up to the right side. Brown defended. McGuire steps back and is able to possess. Over to McGuire on the left side. McGuire carrying, trying to send it through to Teeter. Schumacher's there to control it with his chest in the middle of the field. And sends it wide. Schumacher draws the foul on the play. And free kick for the Bulldogs. Wilkerson pops it in. Ball's loose. Goalie comes up. Kauk's giving chase. Goalie gets there first. Quick restart. Aiden in the middle, heads it. Hands go up and gets deflected off his hand. So free kick for Midwest. Quick restart. Miller's out of the box. Falcon and Miller do a good job communicating, and Miller's able to clear it away. Sub coming in the game for the Bulldogs. Here's Boren in the game. Midwest lost it on the throw-in, so Perkins gets the quick throw in to Teeter down the line. Teeter across to Schumacher. Schumacher back to Teeter. Teeter takes the shot, tries to take the shot, and deflected away. That will be a goal kick for Midwest Select. No score here, 22 minutes left in the first half. Ball sent to the middle. Wilkerson challenges Schumacher there. Kauk gets to the middle to receive it and carry. Drops to the back line to Brown. Brown looks wide for McGuire. McGuire receives. Sends it down the line, stays in. Perkins is there for it. Perkins receives it and tries to get to the corner, and he does. Perkins looking to the middle. Ball's loose. Teeter tries to head it. Schumacher gets there, and Midwest is able to clear. Corner kick for the Bulldogs. See if we can see any of that late action. Nolan Kauk comes over to take the corner kick. Bulldogs are really dominating this first half action. Don't have a goal yet to show for it though. Kauk with the corner. Schumacher with the one touch. And deflected away by Midwest. Let's take a look back at that corner. Good redirect by Schumacher, but Midwest was there to clear. Okay, another attempt for a corner. Kauk goes to the backside. Perkins is there to settle it. Gets around him and fight for the ball. Cleared away by Midwest. Brown comes over to receive it. And he lets it go out of bounds for the throw-in. To Aiden. Aiden with fancy feet, but stolen away by Midwest. Through ball. Miller playing a high line is able to get to it first. Good job by Miller in spacing. Teeter over to Kauk. Kauk on the right side. Kauk with a good job getting some space over to, drops it to Boren. Stolen away. Wilkerson pokes it back in to Kauk. Kauk pokes it over his head. Takes the shot. Or sends it across, actually, and McGuire's there. McGuire tries to cut it back to Perkins, but mistouches and out of bounds. Throw in for Midwest. Sub coming in the game for Midwest Select. And on the restart, Midwest will get the throw in. Illegal throw in called. The Bulldogs will take over. McGuire throws to the diagonal running Teeter. Deflected away, but McGuire's first to touch. Back to Wilkerson, stolen away by Midwest. Schumacher challenges back on the ball. Schumacher does a good job challenging as Midwest tries to keep possession. And they drop to the fullback. Sent to the middle. Nobody's there for Midwest, and Falcon is able to get over there to receive it. Hunter Falcon on the ball. Sends it to the middle to Boren. Boren receives and tries to turn. Midwest steals. Drop to the middle. Through ball. Miller back in the goal, is able to receive it. Sends it wide to Aiden. Aiden wore that down with his forehead. Over to McGuire. McGuire keeps it in play on the sideline. United with a good through ball. Into trouble. Blake's out of the box, and United scores the goal. Quick transition play. And really good finish by Midwest. Bulldogs been dominating possession, but score is Midwest 1, Bulldog 0. Wilkerson up to Teeter. Teeter controls it and sends it over to Kauk. Kauk has to cut in to get a touch on it. Sent out of bounds. Throw in for the Bulldogs. Boren in to Dominic Jamie. Aiden gets the ball, tries to go through to Perkins. Midwest is there to get a touch. Down the line, McGuire's there. McGuire leaves it for Aiden. McGuire throws it down the line to Perkins. Headed away by Midwest and cleared. Jamie comes up. Tries to control it with his chest. Ball's loose as Kauk retreats. And gets a touch off of Boren out of bounds for Midwest throw-in. Midwest quick on the restart. Boren deflects it. Wilkerson steps up. Wilkerson comes over to challenge on the right side. Midwest sends it to the middle. Jamie's there to clear, all the way up to Teeter in the middle of the field. Teeter heads it over to Perkins. Perkins tries to poke it through. Midwest with a good ball down the line. McGuire challenging back. McGuire steals and sends down the line to Perkins. Too far ahead, and Midwest sends it back in. Brown there for the clear. And head-to-head contact by McGuire and number 12 from Midwest. Ref's going to stop play to make sure everyone's okay. Restart to the Bulldogs. Brown forward to Perkins. Stolen away by Midwest in the middle of the field. Teeter's there to challenge and steals it back. Teeter looking for Kauk on the sideline. Tries to get the through ball to Kauk. Kauk gets there, has to cut in to get it. Sends it back to Teeter with his left. Teeter into the box. And slide tackle by Midwest to... Teeter gets back to the ball. Midwest still trying to maintain it and results in a corner kick. Good sell up by Midwest on the defensive side. Just slid right in front of that ball. Looked like it could have been called a handball. I couldn't tell for sure from my angle, but I was looking for the ref to see if that's what they were going to call. Teeter was able to get back to the ball and get it off of Midwest out of bounds for the corner kick. Zoom in a little bit closer here for the corner. Kauk sends the ball into Schumacher. Schumacher doesn't get a clean touch on it, and handball as it went through. Sent back to the middle of the field. Wilkerson knees it up in the air. Schumacher tries to win possession and draws the foul in the middle of the field. Free kick for Wilkerson. Wilkerson sends it up ahead to Teeter. Teeter tries to control it, too heavy though. Midwest steals. Aiden comes back to challenge. And draws the foul as he gets position. Midwest will get the kick. Aiden up ahead to Schumacher. Schumacher receives and turns. Ends up dropping to Jamie. Brown steps up and is able to win the challenge. Tries to send it over to McGuire. McGuire lets it go out of bounds off of Midwest, so throwing for the Bulldogs. McGuire with a good throw in up to Perkins. Perkins tries to cut it back. I believe he's calling a push on Perkins there. And will result in a goal kick. Midwest tries to play it out of the back. Heavy touch. Teeter comes in. Schumacher gets called for the foul on the challenge. And free kick for Midwest. Midwest sends it right to the middle where Wilkerson is. First touch over to Aiden. Aiden up to Teeter. Teeter sends it down the line for Kaut. Kaut gets there in stride. Sends it across, and good deflection by Midwest to take away the threat, but resulting in a corner for the Bulldogs. Good little possession there by the Bulldogs. Let's see if they can capitalize on this corner. Kaut set to take the corner for the Bulldogs. Teeter, Aiden, Perkins, McGuire on the backside. Sends it high into the middle. McGuire gets up to get the header. Goes out of bounds. And goal kick for Midwest Select. 1-0 the score. Midwest Select leading. Ball sent to the middle of the field. Wilkerson's there to receive. Sends it over to Boren. Stolen away by Midwest. Back to the middle. Aiden heads it in. Boren comes in to receive it. Drops it for Wilkerson. Wilkerson can't handle the challenge, and up ahead. Midwest, one on goalie. Miller's there to defend, but can't stop the shot attempt. And that's 2-0. Good attempt by Miller to try to challenge. There hasn't been much action on that end, but the 2 times they got it, they had it one on goalie. That's the risk reward of playing that high line, but Bulldogs have really dominated possession here in this first half. Aiden back on the ball, over to McGuire on the left side. McGuire pokes it up to Perkins. Perkins chases, and Midwest has to clear. Another corner kick for the Bulldogs. McGuire taking this corner kick for the Bulldogs. Sends a driving ball to the backside. Teeter tries to get a head on it. And Lewis comes in to follow, but sends it wide. And goal kick for Midwest. About 8 minutes left here in the first half. Restart by Midwest. Playing out of the back. Sent to the middle. Falcon comes up to challenge. Aiden tracks back and pokes it away. McGuire was there, but just a little off target. And Midwest will get the throw in. Falk plays it off a Midwest leg and throw in for the Bulldogs. McGuire takes the throw into the middle of the field for Schumacher. Schumacher back to McGuire. McGuire sends it up to Teeter. Headed over. Ball's loose. Kauk gets there first. Kauk drops to Schumacher with some rim. Schumacher sends a good ball down the line to Lewis. Lewis gets there and crosses into the box. Ball's loose. Schumacher steps up, takes the shot. Still loose and deflected by Midwest. Ball loose. Oh, out of bounds is the call, so throw in for the Bulldogs. Lewis down the line to Teeter, who's up ahead. Teeter tries to receive it in turn. Midwest gets a touch on it, but Teeter gets back to the ball. Teeter gets the edge. Sends it back into the middle. Midwest clears. Lewis is there to control it. Drops it for Kauk. Midwest gets there first. Kauk, outrunning everyone, gets back there first. Steals and turns into the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher controls and leaves it for Aiden in the middle. Aiden crosses the field to McGuire. McGuire pops it in for Teeter, just a little too heavy. And goal kick, or punt away by goalie. Wilkerson is there to steal. Draws the foul. And free kick for the Bulldogs. Take a look back at this scoring opportunity for Schumacher. Just didn't get quite enough on that shot. Was running into a loose ball. All right, free kick for the Bulldogs. Kauk will take it from 34 out. Sends it across the box to the far post. Perkins was on the run. And that will do it for the first half. Let's say I had 35 minutes on the clock. Looks like we did a 30-minute half. So we'll make sure we do that on the second half. See if we can look back at these replays during halftime. I'll try to send these through. All right, we're back. Ready to start the second half. The Bulldogs have taken the field, and we're just waiting on Midwest to come out. 2-0 is the score. Don't show that we're getting a very good stream quality to be able to view the game. I apologize for that. I am recording it to video so that I can upload it after the game. All right, Midwest will get the ball to start the second half. And we're underway. Teeter comes up to pressure the ball as Midwest plays it out of the back. Cout gets a touch. Wilkerson steals in the middle. Wilkerson carries and sends it over to Perkins. Perkins drops it to McGuire. Aiden comes over and keeps it in. Falcon on the ball. Falcon back up to McGuire. McGuire in the middle for Aiden. And McGuire gets tripped up from behind. Probably a yellow card in a regular match. Ref giving a long talking to. All right, McGuire will get the free kick for the Bulldogs. McGuire into the box for Cout. Cout receives it at the top of the box. Sends it in with his left to Perkins. Perkins trying to find some space. Stays on the ball. Wilkerson steps over and sends it wide to Lewis. Lewis drops it back to Wilkerson. Deflect away by Midwest and throw in for the Bulldogs. Wilkerson comes to throw it into the middle for Cout. Cout leaves it for Aiden. Aiden takes a shot, and good save by Midwest. Good strike by Aiden. Ball's loose as Wilkerson is able to get onto it and drops it all the way back to Josh Brown in the goal here for the Bulldogs. Over to Falk on the left side. Nick Falk carries and over to McGuire. McGuire receives and sends it up the line. He's got some room to carry. McGuire with those long strides gets all the way up and leaves it for Perkins. Perkins into the box. Takes the shot. It's loose. Kauk heads it back into the middle. And the Midwest is able to clear. Another good scoring opportunity for the Bulldogs. Midwest in transition. Falk is there to get a touch on it, but ends up committing the foul. Midwest with a quick restart. Wilkerson's there to deflect, and offsides is the call. Take a look back at the scoring opportunity for the Bulldogs. McGuire over to Perkins. Perkins takes the shot. Good deflection by the goalie. Kauk tries to head it back in. Nobody's there to clean up, though, and Midwest is able to clear almost into a transition play. Bulldogs will reset on the offside call. Wilkerson setting up to take the free kick. Wilkerson ahead to Kauk. Kauk to Teeter. Back to Kauk on the run. Kauk gets around the edge. Takes the shot, and that's a goal. Let's take a look. Kauk just outruns everyone and finishes that with his left. It's hard to tell at first if that went in or not, but the goalie got a touch on it right into the side of the net. 2-1 now the score. Bulldogs have been dominating this game, but this is the first goal they've been able to score. Midwest leading 2-1. Midwest working out of the back. Teeter challenging. Midwest plays it to the middle. Wilkerson's there to steal. Over to Schumacher in the middle. Tries to touch it back to Wilkerson, but off target. And Midwest clears. Falk is there to receive it. Falk wide to McGuire. McGuire receives it and brings it to the middle. To Wilkerson. Wilkerson pops it up ahead. And Falk's on the overlap run. Falk gets a touch on it but can't keep it in, and Midwest will get the throw in. Coach is going to chase the ball for them. Sub coming in the game. Falk subbing out for Cruz Boren. Bulldogs pressing on the throw in. See if we can get a little bit closer view here. Illegal throw in, and so the Bulldogs will get it. McGuire comes down to take the throw in. Quick throw in up ahead to Teeter, and Midwest is able to clear away. Stays in bounds. Falcon up to McGuire into the middle for Wilkerson. Wilkerson plays it back to Blake Miller playing the center back position. To Lewis into the middle of the Schumacher. Schumacher tries to turn. Lewis back to the ball. Lewis tries to send it through, deflected, but Kauk's right there. Kauk to Teeter. Aiden's able to deflect it to the corner to McGuire. McGuire drops it for Perkins at the top of the box. Perkins comes in, gets position, takes the shot, and that's a goal. 2-2 now the score. Perkins just finds some space at the top and finds a seam all the way through for the goal. Just 7 minutes into the second half, the Bulldogs have equalized. 2-2 now the score. Midwest playing out of the back again. Teeter comes up to challenge. Aiden's there to steal. He controls it and sends it to the middle for McGuire. McGuire up ahead. Aiden on the overlap. And Midwest clears it out for the throw-in for the Bulldogs. McGuire will take the throw-in. Ball's loose. McGuire's back to it, over to Wilkerson with some space. Wilkerson leaves it for Schumacher at the top. Schumacher looking to get... Schumacher trying to get creative and get through there, but gets it stolen away. Miller back to the ball, tries to send it down the line, deflected away by Midwest. Throw-in will be a result for the Bulldogs. Sub coming in the game for the Bulldogs. Hunter Falcon subs out as Dominic Jamie comes in. Miller with the throw-in to Kauk. Kauk with a nice touch up to Lewis. Midwest is able to deflect it out. Lewis with the throw in up ahead to Kalk in the middle. Perkins gets there first. Perkins pushes through into the middle. And they're going to give him the foul on that. Right there, it looks like. About the 15. And Shea Perkins will take the free kick for the Bulldogs, 25 yards out. 16-yard marker of the football field. McGuire on the far left, along with Aiden. Perkins sends it in. Fight for the ball. Midwest is able to head it forward. Wide down the line, just too far ahead, and Midwest can't handle it. Bulldog throw in. Lewis throws it in to Wilkerson, who receives and turns. Gets to the middle. Sends it over to Perkins with some room. Perkins gets to the corner again. Sends it to the top of the box. Good deflection by Midwest. That was a scoring threat for sure by the Bulldogs. Jamie gets the ball on the clear out and drops it to Miller. Miller looking to switch the field. Has some room to carry. Sends it over to Lewis. Lewis receives and drops to Miller. Not quite hard enough, and Midwest steals. Good pass to the middle. Bulldogs get back to defend. Aiden on the ball is able to poke it away and throw in for Midwest. Aiden subs out of the game as Cruz Boren subs in. 2-2 the score, 19 minutes left here in the second half. Stolen away by McGuire off the throw-in. Perkins comes back to challenge. Schumacher steals. Midwest is able to clear it away for a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Boren comes up to take the throw-in, drops to Jamie. Jamie knees it forward, but right to Midwest. And quick transition steal. Miller's there to defend into the middle. Lewis comes over, and Brown gets the save. Just a quick transition opportunity by Midwest. And the result will be a corner kick for Midwest Select. Ball sent low into the box. Brown is there to receive it. He gets to the top of the box and punts it away. Perkins is there. Perkins receives it down. Sends it to McGuire. McGuire tries to go back to Perkins and sent to the middle of the field. Wilkerson's there to get the first touch. Midwest steals. Schumacher on the ball to defend. Sent through. Nobody's there except for the Bulldogs, and Jamie will run back to receive it. Jamie carries up and sends it to the middle for Wilkerson with some room. Wilkerson turns down the line to Boren, just too far ahead. And throw in for Midwest. 2-2 the score. Schumacher with his left, not enough on it. Comes back to him. Jamie and Wilkerson collide. Midwest ends up with the ball. Into a scoring threat. Shot on goal. Brown's there to deflect it. And out of bounds, corner kick for Midwest. Good save by Josh Brown. And Midwest will get a corner kick on the left side this time. Brown's there to touch it first. It's still loose. Perkins clears it high into the air. McGuire pops it up. Schumacher comes in to challenge. Kauk gets there. Kauk pokes it ahead. Oh, a little heavy on the touch as he was making the turn. Had a lot of room out front if he could have kept that in. Throw in by Midwest headed forward. Schumacher's there on the ball. Gets a little ahead of himself. Kauk recovers to McGuire in the middle. To Kauk. Over to Perkins. Perkins cuts it back to the middle. Tries to cut it back again. Slide tackle ruled clean, and Midwest is in transition. Jamie comes back to challenge. Good tackle. Deflected off of Midwest, I believe, and throw in for the Bulldogs. Subs coming in the game. Aiden back in the game as Kauk comes out. Entered into Miller into the middle of the field. McGuire's there to receive it. Fight for the ball. Schumacher's there, sends it over to Boren. A little too wide, and throw in for Midwest. Ball's loose in the middle. Schumacher's there. Wilkerson wins it, but gives it right to Midwest. Into transition, Wilkerson tries to recover, pushes from behind, and he'll get the foul. Free kick from just outside the box, and he's actually going to get a yellow card for that. Opportunity for a shot on goal, 25 yards out for the free kick for Midwest off the yellow card. Three-man wall by the Bulldogs. Right through the wall. Or deflected off the wall, it looks like. And it's a corner kick for Midwest. Sent in, and that's a goal. I'm not really even sure what happened there on the backside. Looked like a handball by all right, the Bulldogs restart play. Miller into the middle for Schumacher. Schumacher tries to turn. Lewis back to the ball. Drops it for Aiden. Aiden back to Miller. Miller tries to go into the middle again. Midwest is there. Schumacher's back on the ball to defend. Perkins steals at midfield. Back to Kauk. Kauk sends it down the line, deflected by Midwest. Kauk's back to it. Carries middle and drops to Dominic Jamie. Jamie sends it wide to Boren. but Bourne can't handle it, and out of bounds, Midwest throw-in. Midwest in the middle. Wilkerson steals up to Perkins. Perkins drops back to Bourne. Bourne down the line to Perkins. Out of bounds by Midwest. Throw in for the Bulldogs. 11 minutes left to play. Throwing ahead. Teeters there. Midwest again clears it out as a header. And throwing for the Bulldogs as they march their way down the field. Thrown by Perkins into the middle. Midwest tries to clear. Bourne on the ball over to Perkins. Perkins cutting back into the middle. Over to Lewis, and Lewis is offside. I may have got too close in on that. No, yep, I did. Yep, Lewis got caught off there, though. All right, ball got sent all the way to the fence, so they're retrieving it as we get set for a goal kick. 10 minutes left to play. Midwest leading 3-2. Up ahead, Aiden tries to head it back into play, out of bounds. And Midwest Select throws it in. Ball's in the middle, Kauk challenges. Midwest is able to get it up ahead. Jamie there on the ball defending. Dominic Jamie's able to clear it away. And some subs coming in the game, or one sub. Nick Falk coming in for Jamie. Kauk switching back to the right wing as Aiden is back into the midfield. Schumacher pressuring the ball, gets position, leaves it for Falk. And ruled out of bounds on Midwest, throwing for the Bulldogs. Throwing down the line off of Kauk's head and throwing for Midwest. There will be a sub on the Midwest Select is making a sub before the throw-in. Thrown into the middle of the field. Midwest trying to switch it. Schumacher pressuring on ball. Aiden gets back and steals it up to Perkins. Perkins has some room to go. Tries to cross it into the middle of the field. Midwest is the first to touch. Schumacher gets back and draws the foul. And free kick for the Bulldogs. Miller takes the free kick all the way up ahead for Perkins and Teeter. Perkins gets the touch and finishes for the goal. Beautiful ball by Miller and just a clever finish by Shea Perkins as the goalie stepped up to retrieve it, put him in no man's land, and Perkins just redirects it into the goal. Tie game 3-3 as Midwest resets on the kickoff. 7 minutes left to play here in the second half. Kauk gets the steal on the high press. Again stolen, right to Teeter. Teeter pushes into the box, and good slide tackle by the Midwest defender, resulting in a corner kick for the Bulldogs. Long chase for Kauk to retrieve the ball. Miller standing in position right at the near post. Lewis back in the outlet position. CJ everyone else on the far post. Sent all the way across. Perkins chases to keep it in. He's able to keep it in and cuts it back to the end line. Perkins with a good move. Tries to get through traffic. Midwest is able to poke it away and clear it out. Falk is back to receive. He settles it with some time. Carries middle and leaves it for Wilkerson. Wilkerson again drops to Falk. Over to Miller. Miller to the middle for Wilkerson. Wilkerson turns and drops. Stolen away by Midwest. Wilkerson's able to retreat and recover for the ball. Midwest cuts it back in. Good pass. Oh, good 1-2. Brown comes out of the goal and slide tackles and gets to the ball right on the edge of the box. Good job by Josh Brown. And he punts it away. Up to Aiden for the first touch. Back into danger for Midwest. Errant pass. Midwest defender's able to step in. And good job by Falk. Up to Aiden. Aiden has the corner. Stolen away by Midwest. Ball's through. Brown's there to receive it. 4 minutes left to play. Brown punts it up to Kauk on the right side. Kauk tries to play it over. Nice move. Oh, he had Kauk with a clever little play there, but couldn't keep it in. Midwest. Teeter there for the goal and gets the 3 points instead of the 1. Look at that opportunity for Teeter. Just got a little bit underneath it and sent it over the goal. Nice little sequence there between Kauk and Teeter to get that opportunity. Score tied at 3. 3:30 left to play. Restart. Aiden's able to get the steal on the far side. Stolen back by Midwest and cleared up ahead. Falk retreats to get to the ball. Back down the line. Into the middle of the field. Wilkerson's there to defend. Good solid strike, but nobody's there to receive it. And we'll go out the end line. Goal kick for the Bulldogs. Two minutes left to play. Brown will take the goal kick. Plays it out of the back to Falcon. Into the middle for Wilkerson. Wilkerson tries to turn, gets tripped up. And foul called. Free kick for the Bulldogs. Brown comes up to take the free kick. Into the middle of the field. Aiden's there to receive it. Good receipt and sends it wide for McGuire. McGuire into the middle for Schumacher. Midwest is able to clear. And Dominic Jamie will chase. Out of bounds thrown for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs reset. Jamie throws it into Aiden. Aiden with his left. Can't keep it in. Throw in for Midwest. Under a minute to play here. 3-3 is the score. Ball in down the line. McGuire shielding. Midwest comes into challenge, but can't keep it in, and goal kick as a result for the Bulldogs. Brown resets. Plays it out of the back to Falcon. Falcon to Aiden. Aiden up ahead to Perkins. Perkins 10 seconds on the clock. Back to McGuire. McGuire off target as Jamie retreats. Good challenge by Jamie. Gets the steal, but gets called for the foul. And that will be a free kick for Midwest. They like to do quick restarts. 28 yards out. Looks like he'll be taking a shot on goal. With his left, Brown is there to save it. And fires it up ahead in transition. McGuire's there. Jamie to Wilkerson. Wilkerson running middle. And foul is called. Free kick for the Bulldogs. Wilkerson goes for the quick reset. Up to Perkins, to Teeter. Teeter at the top of the box. Teeter one-on-one for the win. And he converts for the goal. Zach Teeter with the goal to finish the game. 0 on the clock. There may be just another few seconds on the official clock. As Midwest will restart with the kickoff. Midwest plays it forward. Schumacher comes back to defend. Aiden steps in and makes the steal. Aiden's able to push through. Has it on the left side. McGuire steps in and steals it, but gets called for the foul. Played out of the back. Aiden pressuring. Schumacher steps up. Dropped into no man's land as Teeter's there to win it. Teeter pushes up ahead. Kauk run in the middle. Teeter leaves it. Perkins is there on the run. And he gets the first touch but can't control it. Quickly back into the middle of the field. Aiden's there to win it down with his head up to Kauk. Kauk drops it for McGuire. McGuire back into Perkins at the top of the box, but he's offside. And free kick for Midwest here in stoppage time. McGuire steps up with the steal, heads it down, running down the line, tries to get to the corner, and Midwest deflects it away. McGuire inbounds, Perkins gives it back to him, sends it across to Kauk. Kauk looking to make the move down the line. Good feet by Kauk as he's looking for the end line. Sends it across the box. Wilkerson is there on the deflection, sends it back into the middle. Aiden gets a touch, tries to shoot on goal. Midwest pops it up into the air, back into the middle. Perkins is there to set and shoot off the goal post, the football goal post, and free kick reset for Midwest. And that's the final horn. CJFC victorious in this U17 friendly, 4-3. Thank you guys all for tuning in. As we are wrapping up here, we'll take a look at the replays from the second half. Okay, we're almost ready, and we will get you looking at some of the recaps from the second half.